We are in the magnificent Central Library here in downtown Los Angeles, and we are celebrating the 100th birthday of this incredible building. Just as importantly, all of the incredible things that happen inside it and have happened over the last 100 years.
For the centennial, we dug out our time capsule that was placed on May 3rd, 1925, and we're going to be revealing what we found in that copper box.
Yeah, it was not a simple or straightforward process to figure out how we were going to get the actual time capsule out of the middle of our wall from 100 years ago. There were structural integrity concerns, there were historic resource concerns. The actual cornerstone itself is beautifully inscribed with the name and the seal of the library, and we couldn't damage or destroy that. So, long story short, we were able to come through the inside of the building, which happens to be the men's restroom, bust through the inside layer of the outer wall and the cornerstone itself to finally reach the capsule and pull it out and be able to finally open it and share the contents today.
I would just encourage people to come down and see it. The time capsule especially is kind of fun because as kids we used to do time capsules in our backyard. No one probably ever dug them up, but in this case, you know, it was a very formal thing, and they even found a time capsule inside a time capsule, which was cool, so you can see all the contents of that. It's neat.
There were some things that we knew had been placed in the time capsule through minutes of library board meetings, but as with almost all time capsules, there are inevitably surprises.
Another really interesting thing to me was from the 1881 time capsule from the normal school that was on this site before the library, and that capsule was actually inside of ours. We didn't have any idea what that was going to contain, but among the really interesting things was a sort of memento of a black mourning cloth and dried moss from the funeral of President Garfield, who had been assassinated just a couple months prior, and somebody who was at that memorial celebration in Cleveland brought that and felt that it was important to represent that moment in American history and put it in the time capsule, and that's something we have here that we never would have expected.
I've walked around and looked at the artifacts, which is amazing how well they survived. They don't look like they sat in a box for 100 years. But the building itself proves that LA does have a history. We are not just this whole new city. We do have a history here, and we like to celebrate our history.
A lot of great things to be proud of this library. I think it's the greatest place where any Angeleno can come and feel at home, read, and just feel at peace, knowing that they can have access to any great knowledge as I have. I don't know what anyone would be if we didn't learn from history, learn from the lessons of life.
Parte de la celebración incluye una tarjeta de biblioteca de edición especial por el centenario de la Biblioteca Central. Tenemos exhibiciones sobre la historia, el arte, la arquitectura de la biblioteca y también sobre los servicios que ofrecemos. Es una fecha que duramos 100 años esperando para que llegara, así que les invitamos a todos ustedes a celebrar con nosotros.
Even though we're celebrating Central Library, we're going to be having programming at our branches throughout the entire year. So people can go and get all kinds of information if they go to the Los Angeles Public Library website, LAPL.org/Central 100, and everything will be posted there, and we're going to be adding information as the year goes on. We're so excited to celebrate this incredible landmark building and to have the public celebrate with us.